Welcome to our deals of the week. This is actually our second deal of the week because I think there's some great deals out there. But before we get started, I want to go through, and I'm going to do this, and you're probably going to get sick of it, but I'm going to go through our 4 rules of buying in today's market because we are in a buyer's market. And the days of sort of offering list price and not getting any concessions are over, at least for right now. So just sort of as a rule of thumb, if something's been on the market for more than 3 weeks, that seller's going to start feeling some pressure, and it really means the house is overpriced and that you should be offering less than the list price. The rule number 2 is, in this market, I think you really should be sticking to established neighborhoods. Avoid any risky up-and-coming areas. This is not the time to be a pioneer. Adjust your budget, adjust your what you need for size or whatever, and really go after the best neighborhoods that you can at this point. This is no time to be taking chances in riskier neighborhoods. And then, if you can't stick to low maintenance properties, look in the description for things like new roof, AC, electrical, that kind of stuff, so that you don't have to worry about any capital outlays in the future. I certainly don't want to be, after you move in, having to borrow money at higher interest rates to replace a roof or an AC or electrical panel or any of that kind of stuff. So look for that. Those deals are out there. And then finally, try to look for broad appeal homes. And by that I mean 2-bedroom, 2-bath as opposed to 2-bedroom, 1-bath, or preferably a 3-2. Something that if you found yourself in a situation where you needed to sell within a couple of years, you're going to have the broadest buyer pool, and you're not going to be stuck with a 2-1. Nothing wrong with a 2-1, but 2-1 makes a roommate situation difficult for people. They like to have that second bathroom. So, look for broad appeal in a house so that when you sell it down the line, it'll make it that much easier. So this house is at 1050 55th Avenue South. It's in the Greater Pinellas Point neighborhood. So it's in South St. Pete, almost to the edge. And, I like this one for, a lot of reasons. First of all, a total reno at $333 a square foot, which is really, really nice. Now, this one has been in the market 141 days, so over 5 months. And when you see a total reno over 5 months, that means that it was likely an investor or a flipper, and their money is locked up in this house, and they have got to be feeling the pressure a little bit. So just taking a quick look at the pricing, they started at $480 back in April. And they're only down 30 in 4.5 months. So I would suspect there's some room to go there. One of the reasons that I really like this house, I'll tell you all the reasons I like it, is it doesn't look like you would need to spend a penny. Everything looks really nice here, really clean. Exterior paint, the interior floors, doors, windows, AC, roof. I mean, this kitchen it looks like a brand new house. Well thought out, well designed. It's staged, so obviously it looks that much nicer. But 2 full bathrooms. I mean, this is a house that you could move into with your furniture. I mean, even the lawn looks good. I don't, these pictures were probably taken in April, so I don't know if the lawn still looks like that. But super clean backyard. You could picture putting a nice deck and a gazebo back here, fenced, and the second bathroom for a smaller house is not in the garage. You see they're kind of back-to-back bathrooms over here, which is fine. So you still have the benefit of that full garage, which is really, really nice. So at 1,352 square feet, $333 a square foot is really good. The AC in the roof for 2025, the water heaters 2025. So we're not looking at any pending maintenance hopefully coming up. We're in a low crime area. This is it says moderate flood, but it is still in the X flood zone. You would not need to purchase flood insurance for this particular house. So let's just go through our 4 rules here. And again, it's a buyer's market. You set the price. This one's been on the market over 5 months. They started at 480. They're at 450. I'm thinking in the 420 range on this house, maybe. This is an established neighborhood, so that's going to help your downside if things continue to soften. We're not looking to be pioneers at this point. This is a low maintenance house with a bunch of new stuff, a new roof, AC, water heater, and a total renovation inside. You're probably not going to have to spend a penny for years. and it's got broad appeal. It's a three bedroom, two bath with a nice layout. So you're looking at the maximum buyer pool location needed to sell. And the thing that I really like about this house, to be honest with you, the price per square foot is lower than the neighborhood average. So this is a fully renovated house, cheaper than the average house in the neighborhood. Now, Pinellas Point, as you get closer to the water, you get a lot of really nice, almost $1 million houses. So you're buying into an area with a lot of more expensive houses. So, but you're still not in a flood zone here. So this is a really, really nice place. I like it a little bit cheaper than this, honestly. But based on 5 months on the market and the fact that this looks to be an investor-owned house, that investor is likely going to want to get their money back at some point, and it's going to be willing to deal. So 1050 55th Avenue South. Take a look at it on Zillow. I'll put the link in the description. Let me know if you'd like to go see this one. I bet we could get it a little bit cheaper if this is in your budget. As always, I'm Steve Reynolds. If you're interested in this house or anything else in St. Pete, give me a call, send me a text, send me an email. I'd love to help, and I'll see you next time.